Getting your driver's license is a big moment in every teenager's life, and getting your first car is another one of those big moments. Students at Lloydminster Comprehensive High School shined up their rides and brought them out today for their annual car and truck show. With all the stress of exams, the event is a way to get the students out and mingling. There are a variety of activities to partake in, from sumo suit wrestling to pie throwing, and also, of course, showing off their rides.
It's kind of a spring event. They're proud in their cars, and we want them to show it off, get the students all coming out and getting active in the school community.
Members of the Lloyd Auto Club were also on hand and annually award a $500 scholarship to a deserving student working towards a career involving vehicles.
One of the students that has got some involvement with the automobile industry. Could be engineering, could be mechanics, could be auto body or something. So that's one way we as a club feel that we can get young people involved.
Numerous different vehicles were driven in by the students, including a restored 1972 Cutlass Supreme.
Well, it's fun to drive around. It's fun to take different events, car shows.
Students enjoy the events and also the opportunity to put their rides on display.
Everybody gets to bring out their cars and show them off, because not everybody has cool cars around. Everybody gets to get together and just show how much effort they put into a ride to make it look good.
The week's events finish off tomorrow with a fundraiser that sees the students collecting money to try to get a teacher to kiss a camel. A common challenge teachers face is finding ways to keep students engaged while at school. A new program has been implemented in the border city that's getting the most out of kids by keeping them on track. In this week's Beyond the Classroom, Jack Haskins tells us why the Alert program is a fan favorite amongst teachers and their young students.
Teaching is always evolving. Every student is unique and requires different teaching methods in order to learn effectively. That is why the Alert program created 3 separate categories of students.
We compare their bodies to cars and how their engine runs. So your engine can run on high, and we also compare it to Winnie the Pooh characters. So your engine can run on high like Tigger, or it can run low like Eeyore, or it can run just like Winnie the Pooh.
The Alert program implements tools in the classroom to help students of different energy levels stay engaged. Jim Fox is classified as an Eeyore. He often sits on a yoga ball to help put a little bit more bounce in his step.
It helps you sit up straight, and it helps you you can move around a little bit on it, so you're not tired all day.
On the other end of the spectrum, students like Ryan Kelly stay focused by using fidget tools.
I just squish it like that and pull it, and it helps me concentrate on what the teacher is teaching us.
Nicole Webb's students have been using the learning tools for 6 months, and she has already seen a major impact.
I've noticed that my less attentive students have become more focused, and that the students can judge their engine speeds a lot better now and know when we need to have a break, maybe do a body break and do some exercises to get their engines back up to where they should be.
So your hands on your chair, you're going to squat, and go back up.
While bouncing on yoga balls, squeezing toys, and busting out squats may seem unorthodox, it has proven effective in harnessing the energy of students and could be a mainstay in the classroom for years to come. Jack Haskins, Newcap News.
With the warmer weather, golfers are out in full force enjoying a game that has recently increased in popularity all over the world. But like most sports, warming up is the key to help get your body ready for the game. In this week's Health Minute, Shauna Roshik speaks with a local pro about the importance of stretching.
Golf is a game of skill and concentration. It takes lots of practice and patience to improve technique and to take strokes off your game. A good stretch before playing is overlooked by many, which is essential in helping to achieve success.
Stretching may not be on their priority list. They just want to get going, get outside, enjoy the fresh air, and go out and play the game that they really enjoy.
For every age and every skill level, stretching is essential. If the body is not warmed up properly, there may be consequences.
If you don't stretch, you will feel aches and pains the next day. You won't want to come out and play golf the next day, that's for sure. And no matter what you do, you always want to give your body a chance to warm up before you do any physical activity.
A good stretch before you start will help to improve your game and prevent further injury.
Back, shoulder, and knees are probably the 3 most injured things in golf on your body. So stretching will help relieve that. They're not going to prevent it, obviously, but it will give you better a better opportunity to get through the round of golf without any injuries.
Mulligan also says wrist pain is very common and a must to warm up before you even tee up to hit the ball.
Your impact when you hit the ground with a club obviously is going to jar the club and go up your hands, and if you don't have the proper technique and if you haven't warmed up your wrists, you will find yourself injuring yourself quite easily.
Taking a few minutes before the game to stretch will not only increase the body's flexibility. Mulligan recommends that it also has the potential to increase distance, accuracy, and hopefully enjoyment of the game. With this week's Health Minute, I'm Shauna Roshuk.
The Health Minute is brought to you by Dr. Scott Poxon. Your eyes deserve an optometrist. Here for your eye health. Dr. Poxon, your optometrist for your busy life.
And local area member of Parliament Jerry Ritz has been reappointed to his previous post as Minister of Agriculture.
Actually, it's a humbling experience to be able to serve farmers and food processors and the whole industry across this great country. As you know, we've had some successes in the last little while, and we continue to keep pushing forward, driving the marketplace.
Ritz says he thinks the majority government will now give his ministry some freedom to move forward on previous initiatives.
We had brought forward changes to the Grain Commission, we brought forward some changes to the Canadian Wheat Board and so on, which were shanghaied by that situation. I also had the great privilege to travel around the world on behalf of Canadian agriculture. We're now going to be able to do that on a more opportunistic basis.
Ritz says he's looking forward to his work within Canada's agricultural sector, an industry which he thinks will only continue to grow.
As you well know, there's a growing demand for good quality foodstuffs domestically and around the world. It's a great time to be involved in agriculture. Barring the seeding problems we're having this spring with cold and wet and so forth, farmers are very industrious and innovative, and certainly they'll get the crop in the ground, and we'll do our best to make sure they have an opportunity to sell it at a good return.
Ritz also said today that the Conservative government will use its majority to end the Canadian Wheat Board's monopoly on marketing wheat and barley. He plans to introduce legislation this fall, with changes taking effect in August 2012.